Conversation about a national coalition government, because it is imminent, not just nationally, of course, but also in some provinces. If you look at the numbers on the board, what are the pros and cons of a multi-party government and how would it work? I mean, South Africa does have some experience in the past around this, but sometimes it's not been a pleasant experience for citizens. I'm joined now by independent political analyst Richard Calland. Richard, welcome to eNCA. Good to talk to you.
Hello, Dan. Good afternoon to you. Wonderful to be in your company again.
We are in the dawn of a new political landscape in our country.
Certainly. We're almost done with the counting. The new landscape is emerging. It's very different. Seismic shift, real shift in power. I suppose the conversation you started is what happens next.
Yes, as you were walking to studio now, you had Gayton McKenzie,
I did.
A leader of the Patriotic Alliance, saying he's willing, his party will work with anybody at the national level, but he outlined there are three principles, which I guess many parties will try and put on the table. Yes. He spoke about the issues of illegal immigration, property rights, and they want the death penalty back. But he says we're going to put our interests aside. We're going to put the interests of South Africans first. I mean, that should be the guiding light for all political leaders at this time, because no one is getting an outright majority.
I heard what he said, and I think those two elements are important. You've got to be very clear about what your red line issues are. If you go into any negotiation and reach a deal and you don't protect your red line issues and you don't reach agreement about the non-negotiables, then you're creating a hostage for fortune. The thing will break down pretty soon afterwards. That's number one. Number two, yes, the national interest must come first. And right now, this is a country that faces uncertainty as well as a poly-crisis, as people like to call it. We need great leadership. We need leadership that will transcend the short term. The one piece that was missing, unfortunately, from what he said, from my perspective, was the Constitution. We can, of course, look at renewing the Constitution, revising the Constitution, but the constitutional framework and the principle of constitutional governance and democracy should be sacrosanct, in my view.